Welcome again to another tutorial. Now, if you are a teacher, and by now you know that this playlist is dedicated strictly to teachers, then today we're going to explore a tool that can be used for a variety of purposes in the classroom. Now, you know I am an English teacher, and one of the tools that I frequently use is Canva. Now, to find Canva, we can go to Google and we search for Canva, right? And then you will see www.canva.com. When you click on it, it will take you to this lovely screen that we see here. And it tells you that Canva can be used for posters, resume, logos, documents, whiteboard, presentation, social media, video, print, website, Instagram posts, brochures, and photo editing. Now, these are a lot of features, right? And there's Canva Free, which has limited availability to some of the resources, Canva Pro, and Canva Team. And of course, we have trials for both, well, for all of them. Now, really and truly, Canva is a go-to tool for everything that you might need. And they have even integrated AI into the platform. Now, today we're going to get started. All right? So let's go. So at the top, you'll see where it says log in. Now, if you remember, I've done a video before that shows you how to log in with Canva and how to use it using your MOE account. So if you're a teacher in Jamaica, you can sign in using your Google account that was created by the Ministry of Education. Now, because I've already signed in and there's already a video on how to sign in using the MOE account, whether through using your school ID, your payslip, your um, letter from ministry to say that you're temporary or permanent, we are going to push forward. So when we log in using Canva website, and again my internet is moving slow, over the left side we'll see features. These features include, but is not limited to. Now, as you realized a while ago, there was something that popped up that asks about Glow Up. And Glow Up is something new that Canva has been doing with their interface. Anyway, to the left side, we'll see where you have your home button. And this is what my home screen look like. My projects that have templates that they have, brand and other apps that you can incorporate, such as QR codes and so forth. Alright, and you can of course link it to your class work. Now, let's go. So Canva is like the new version, a simpler version to Photoshop. Now, if you have known what Photoshop is in the past, Photoshop is used for everything that is design. For teachers, this is an excellent tool, right? You can join team members within your school and you can work on projects together. You can design a whole lot of things, and that is one of the selling points of Canva. The logo, you can design your own logo, whether it be for your teaching portfolio. You can design certificates for your students, certificates for your different clubs. For example, if I'm in charge of debating society, I could design a club certificate, or any certificate really and truly, to give my students to say, oh, congratulations on getting your average over 70 or 80. You can create your resume using it. You can create documents. You can use it as a whiteboard, as I said before. Different presentations. You could do your presentations in here and embed it in something that is like a website that your students can use. You can also use it to design your social media things. For example, some teachers have an Instagram page, some teachers have a YouTube page. All of this can be done using Canva. You can create videos, you can print, and you can do custom things. Alright? Now, for me personally as an English teacher, I use it to create a sample resume and my resume for my teaching portfolio. It can help with designing of the school crest. It can be used by different persons for different things, such as creating a logo. Here, for example, I was teaching a student how to use it to create his logo. Of course, these nowadays students are used to playing games. Um, it can be used to design logos for example, if you have a business, extra class, and you want to get more parents to come, you can design a poster and print it directly from Canva. Alright? Uh, with me personally, I've used it for different purposes, such as I said before, creating certificates for my students, those who have done well. Last year, I was the acting coordinator for sixth form, and this was instrumental in me getting through the year, right? So I would have created certificate, put on the date. I could even put in a custom signature here in the text box section, right? Now, really and truly, this is a good platform for teachers to use for a variety of things. Now, let us go back to our homepage, right? And scroll through other useful features that English teachers such as myself can use. For example, if functions such as Jeans Day is happening, you can create something for it. Even for your church, you could create something for it. I've used it to create a QR code for my teaching portfolio so that administration can easily find it, right? I have used it for different purposes, and different persons have used it for different purposes. As I said, I collaborated with some students to do different projects. Sometimes they use it for different purposes, such as creating uh, some draft for a report card and projects that they might have because I teach communication studies. Additionally, I have included my about me that is on my teaching portfolio. I use it to include to create my about me and resume, and I just embed it into my Google Sites, into my e-portfolio, so that really and truly I can easily edit this, and my assessors can see that this is what um, my thing is, and updated information can go there. I also have it for timeline, right? And overall, I've used it a lot for different advertisements within the school and different events that would have been done throughout the school year, right? Now, really and truly, I could tell you a lot of things. Recently, I learned that you could use it to even create short stories. For example, I saw a teacher use it uh, for stories like the Three Little Pigs. What she did was she went in, she searched for the Three Little Pigs, she found the presentation that was there, and she would have used it to um, animate. Well, she would have added her voice to it to make it friendly for the kids. You would have see the grade level here, and so forth. This one is for, well, this one doesn't tell you the grade level, but as I said, you can customize it, right? And there are different stories, different versions, grade 5 and 6 language arts. And as I said before, the teacher would have clicked it and should have used it to, in fact, add her voice to it and read to the kids. It also came with activities um, that can be used for helping the kids with DRTA. For English teachers, we know what is DRTA. Other teachers of other subjects might know as well. So As I said, this can be used where you ask questions to kind of get the kids into the mental space of what you're going to do, make them make predictions based on the book cover and so forth. And as was said, you could edit these boxes and put in your own content, your own spelling, and so forth. You can make it according to your country. For example, if you're in Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, you could use your accent and read the story, in which case the students will, in fact, they will enjoy hearing the authentic uh dialect that you would have had or that you would have brought to the piece. Some teachers might say, how did that teacher put in her voice in it? Now, if you press the apps that are here over the side, over the left side, you can search for voice. And when you search for voice, you will see AI voiceover, in which case the AI would read what is there. You can see Indian voiceover, or you can click voiceover, and you can, in fact, choose an app that you can use to um, add your voice to the piece. Right? So, and when you type it in, you can choose a voice that you want, whether it be a male, a female, or um, I was looking for the option to um, change it to your voice, but I'm not seeing it with this one. But there are times when you just have to experiment. Of course, if you click it and play a
Change in
sample,
all things is sweet.
you can hear what they sound like.
Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take.
Ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes.
Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere.
Right?
Dreams come true. Without that possibility, nature would not incite us to have them.
So if we were to copy this and enter it here and click generate, you'd hear something like this.
3 small pigs are sent out by their mom to live on their own. Each pig decides to build their own home.
So that's the emotional, and we could use a calm.
Three small pigs are sent out by their mum to live on their own. Each pig decides to build their own home.
And you realize that the audio is placed here on the page that you are on. Alright? So this is something that English teachers, especially primary school teachers, could use, or high school teachers. You could also use Voice Studio as several things that are here, several characters, over 80 voices. You can choose which version of English: Australian English, British English. You can choose between male or female readers, and again, this just adds to the fun of um using Canva, of course. So that's good, alright? That's something that can help us in our classroom as English teachers, and we can also have some more things here to fade out the voice, put in sync audio and so forth. Of course, if everything else fails, you can click uploads and you can click record yourself. It will ask you for you to allow the mic, the cameras, right? For you to record what you say. Right? For example, if I press the record right now, it will sound like this. Let me see if I can pull this over and click record. Countdown. 3 small pigs are sent out by their mom to live on their own. Each pig decide to build their own home. Now if I save that, right? If I save that and I click right here, three small pigs are sent out by their mom to live on their own. Each pig decide to build their own home. Right? So that's one option. I could also go Creole. Let me delete this one. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Three little pig did get sent out by their mother to go live upon them own. Each of the little pig them build them own house. Right? And that's more Jamaican, not true? Three little pig did get sent out by their mother to go live upon them own. Each of the little pig them build them own house. Now isn't that sounding better? Alright, so that's just one way of using it, and you can save as usual. And when you skip the slides, three little pig did get sent out by their mother to go live upon them own. Alright, each of the little pig them build them own house, and you can do that for uh another slide. Alright, so these are all little things that can be helpful to a teacher, right? An English teacher or any other subject teacher. And when you're finished, you can always share and share. When you click share, you can send it to the Google Classroom. You can, well, it's a sprint with Canva. You can present it. You can send it to the LMS and other options. Save to folder, send to phone, embed, place on the website, QR code it. As I said before, you can send it as a QR code. So, it will generate the QR code and send the QR code to whoever. So you'll put it on page 1, right? And then it generates the QR code and send it out, right? So all of these things um are just useful feature that you can use Canva for to design your posters, your teaching portfolio, to even tell a story, because it doesn't have to be Three Little Pigs. It could be Little Red. It can be Little Red Riding Hood. I'm seeing the Little Mermaid. But that looks like a book cover. Doesn't look like the full story. Right? And even then, if you're an English teacher and you want to create your own um your own book, that's something that you can do, and that will help you to make it in the world of teaching. Right? Just know that other persons have access to the same design that you have, and that could cause a problem. I'm not seeing Little Red Riding Hood at all. So let me try something else. No, what? Let me see if I can find any other stories. So I did find Snow White. Snow White was here, storytelling. Snow White. Not as creative, but of course you can put the pictures on the right page, because here's just pictures and the kids can guess what each picture is saying before you show them what the actual thing is. They can even line them up and so forth. And it depends on you. If you want to put your own story there, your own version, you can. Um, so, and you can share it so that other English teachers can see it, people in your department or elsewhere in the world. Alright, so maybe somebody can create Little Red Riding Hood. Alright, so these put together makes Canva a great tool to use for um a great tool to use. Oh, there's a little red. A great tool to use for storytelling in your classroom, whether to scaffold children using the standard English or whatnot. So, Sir Acqui, let me see. You could also check to see if there are other things written by the narrator or the designer, other things created. Sometimes there are cases where one creator might have several stories, and this can be impactful for the science teachers, foods teachers, and so forth. So give it a thing, give it a thought, and let us know in the comment section.